So you know what I see? We're gonna talk about negativity on the whole, right? And I put some naturally. I never put research in, but I put research in. Like naturally on my algorithms, I've been seeing these things, right? You see when it's to it's hard to explain. I could just be this. This is just my opinion. I could be making up in my head, but when people body shame men or say something that men are not good at, everyone, majority of women, and not just women, but majority of women are laughing, yeah, in the comments. Obviously, that could just be what's highlighted that goes to the top of the comments. I'm not sitting there reading through hundreds and thousands of comments, but just the top few, like 50 or more. A lot of it's just laughing, yeah. And when someone does the same thing to a woman, it doesn't go the other way around. I'm trying to think. I can't remember an example. I've seen like 4 videos just this week about it. You know, like when even if someone gets caught cheating, you know, when they people do these tests, yeah, or it could be acted, yeah, but the comments ain't acted. You know what I'm saying? The video itself, because they're trying to just almost like a human study, should we say? Do you get what I'm saying? And the woman might have cheated or done something behind the man's back, and then the man does something behind the woman's back. Then the women are all in the comments saying, "Oh, that man's scum, la 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 la." And then when you see it when the woman does something behind a man's back, everyone in the comments is laughing. Like, I've seen this multiple times, so 4 times like just this week. But previous weeks I've seen the same thing. And what people are doing now, they're getting both the videos and comparing them and showing you the comments. So you're seeing what the difference in response actually is. And then that's on TikTok, yeah. Then on Instagram, and this is just something I kind of just studied myself. Like, I'll see someone when it comes to like a talent. So when it's to do with women's bodies and a like dirty personality, yeah, it's all funny, yeah. But when it's to do with a woman's craft, so I'm not putting women down here. A lot of people are like laughing at it. When someone puts a woman down for her craft now, it's funny. And that could be a lot of men doing that, but it could be women too. But I'm not saying people don't stick up for them, but what's highlighted is multiple people follow the crowd and it's all funny. But when they say someone is dope and they're a male at their craft, like a male at rap or acting, everyone's all serious, like, yeah, this is hard. But sometimes, I'm not going to go there and call some of these male artists and actors shit, but sometimes their acting or their craft is no better than a woman's one. Like, and sometimes both of them are a bit shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to disrespect, but you're getting too much praise for one. So when you're getting the hate and thing, which obviously should rise above, you're believing it's not true, but obviously not in a rude manner like that. But some of it is trash. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not trash. I'm just saying like it's trash. So people are way too serious for them. Oh, this is hard. No, that's not hard. And plus, furthermore, your level's on the same level as that chick's. But so when it's about her body and her and trust me, there's a pattern emerging here, and I'll break it down further right now. I could be wrong, but I pre the game 10 steps, 20 steps ahead. Yeah. Not on a business scale, just as a life gen, because the people always relatable. Well, you ain't in a Rolls Royce with a Rolex on. No, I don't pre the game. I don't pre the game 20 steps ahead in business. I can, but I'm one of these people. I like to look at life for what it is. The material things will blind me from that. Like, if I'm not saying I don't think about material things, but thinking about them too much will blind me from my enjoyment of just enjoying life sometimes. Even if it's focused on negative things, I get enjoyment out of it, not because I want people to be low, because I'm seeing how people really do you. And I know it now for facts. People can sit here saying, "Oh, I got stabbed in the back," la la. Some of them, they never. When you actually see how people do each other, raw, it's like you can't even give them the chance to. I'm not saying it's magical that you can't give someone a chance to, but you know what I'm saying. You're thinking. I'm not trying to say don't trust anyone, don't love your people, but I'm saying it's hard to keep people close now. That's just being honest, because I'm not one of these people. when I was young, I was like, fuck everyone. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we all go through that mind state. But I was like, when I grew up, I was like, I hate promoting it. I hated that I felt that way. Sometimes it was just like I had my own stress, my own issues, my own demons. But I've seen how people could do it from a young age, and I saw it now, and I see it online multiplied. I'm like, bro, I was right though. And I hate to promote that, but yeah, you really can't keep too many people close, whether you're fucking broke or rich. The money thing doesn't have nothing to do with it. Do you get what I'm saying? People just don't want you to be you sometimes. There are probably people that do want you to be you, and I've got a good couple friends and people I know, so big up to them. It's not here to come and destroy anyone's character, but even then, those people there, do they trust themselves? Do you get what I'm saying? And if they show love when they don't even trust themselves, that makes them an even greater human being. So I'm not here to just put people down, but let me break it down. That's going off tandem, but let me break it down, yeah? So, and I'm still keep it male versus female for now, cause I'm just in that war zone. The type of shit you said about men, and not just because this breaks my character. I don't care about me. Our next youth that's gonna go kill themselves, and it could be a female that kills themselves because of what you said about men too. So don't get that twisted, yeah? And this is not me saying men ain't shit. Sometimes we are. They are. We are. Do you get what I'm saying? I ain't disagreeing with what you're saying, but do you have to go and say it just so you get 100,000 likes? No, you don't. Just for someone to go and then kill themselves, or then disrespect women even further because they can't deal with their own issues. That's not your fault, but you're part of it. You're part of the problem, not the solution. So here's the thing, right? So women get bigged up for their body. I'm not saying women don't get body shame. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying women get bigged up for when they do. Let's just go outright. Something when they do something slutty. Loads of women are like, yeah. This is lit. This is it. Or when they talk about sex, there's nothing wrong with showing what your mama gave you, or like you feel comfortable in your skin. I'm not saying that. Yeah, but at the same time I am, because for me to say that and then go and this is hypocrite. But and for you to talk about sex car that like it's funny or something you love is something you're passionate about. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but just to get 100k likes, to say I'm a slut or I enjoy this thing, why can't you keep it to yourself and your own group of friends in a private group chat? Do you get what I'm saying? But because you want all the appreciation from random people and to tick some people off to say, I've got haters now, I'm going to flex again. So now I've got a reason to do OnlyFans, or a reason to talk more about sex. So some of you don't do OnlyFans just because you talk about sex and show your body. You have more morals than that. But I want to flex, so now I'm going to show my body again because I know the type of response it gets. So I'm not saying women don't get body shame, but women will pick up women for being slutty. Yeah? Men will do it too, don't get me wrong, but this is what's highlighted on my algorithms. Don't blame me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? Go hate on TikTok. This is what they're showing to most of them, to males right now. I'm still seeing males pop up occasionally, but they're saying more things about, well, what the fuck are you doing? They're actually coming with conversation, like, instead of just actions that don't really mean too much in the current climate we're in, because there's bigger issues right now. And some of the youth don't know that. Some of the people are programmed, they don't know that. But I'm going around in circles, so let me get to the point. And I could be wrong, but I predict 20 steps ahead, yeah. So women want to big up women for being slutty. Obviously men will big them up to you, and then men and women will still body shame. You always got haters, but let's exclude the haters. Women will big up women for being slutty. And when they do something and go behind a man's back or someone's back and they do something disloyal, because some of them women think slutty and act slutty themselves, which is nothing wrong with it. I don't mean slutty like, oh, that's disgusting, you're scum. I just mean like you might like to throw it about a lot. You might like to have everything on show a lot of the time, which I'm not saying. I don't mean slutty as if there's anything wrong with it. I'm just using it as a way to describe something. Do you get what I'm saying? We could come up with a better word for that as well, I'm sure. I ain't against positivity, you get what I'm saying? But when it comes to their craft, where are you then? Where are the same women? I'm not saying there ain't women sticking up for women, but when it comes to people ripping them down for their craft or trying to big them up for their craft, you ain't there, you ain't in the comments. So when someone is going to get somewhere more on a money-wise, without selling their pride, their dignity, their soul, whatever you want to call it, you're not there for them. And there's men do the same. So we as a whole. So forget the man and woman thing now for this this precise sentence. Us as men and women, we're not there for them as much. Always when it's controversy. But when it's about someone's talent, whether they're good or bad, we're not there sticking up for them. When people call them shit, we're not there to give a bit more of a constructive criticism. When someone's bigging them up, there's less people there. But when it's about sex and being slutty, everyone's there. And I get people are young, that's all that's on our mind. So I'm not blaming the youth for being the youth. Be young, live your life, do that. But why can't you take 2 minutes of your time to big up someone? And there's people that do big up you, but the ones that don't take, you got fucking an hour to scroll, and some of you are literally probably half an hour, 10 minutes, an hour, commenting on all these same things popping up on your algorithm. It's like you must get tired of that. You only need to really comment on one of them because they're all the fucking same videos, essentially. I'm not saying don't big people up and get their following up, their likes up, their engagement up because you enjoy their content. Cool, that's what you enjoy. I'm not saying don't enjoy what you enjoy. I'm not an idiot. But then take 2 minutes of your time to look for the negativity because your attitude's negative. So go look for the negativity and turn it to a more positivity. And people say, oh, you're speaking like this. That's what I do. When I'm online, I'll rather big up the comments to that. No, that actually makes sense. Like, even if they're going to get someone in there it's a bit too much. I'm like, because some people have made good points, but they been so disrespectful for them points. I'm like, psh. I just say shit like, tell me you ain't triggered without telling me you ain't triggered, because like, there's been a lot of times where my point's been lost. When I'm young, I just get, not even when I'm young, 2-3 years ago on IG and shit, I'm angry about the world. I don't know how to, I wasn't brought up as much on how to voice your opinion. Yeah, I'm well spoken, but I taught myself that. Do you know what I'm saying? People might say, I'm not trying to bring the race thing into it, but because you're white, because you're English, you should be well spoken. No, my mum was one of these people that she lets everything mentally crumble. So my mum never taught me how to fucking voice myself. Obviously, I had friends around me. I'm not saying just myself, I'm the only one that taught myself to speak. Of course, my mum taught me how to speak when I was growing up, like words and shit. But I had friends that are quite like, I wouldn't say well spoken, but they didn't all speak with that street thing. I had friends that did speak with that street thing. And there was one point where I was just mainly chilling on the streets, different neighborhoods, different areas, not just my own area. So I was hearing multiple different tones and things, and it was becoming more street. My fucking accent was coming more street than, but like half my real friends, my close friends, don't speak like that. So I was thinking, what the fuck is wrong? I was actually, not like I got an issue. I was thinking, what the fuck is wrong with the way you're talking, bro? Like, it's not adding up. Like, and even my family, and I wasn't putting it on, it just naturally came. Like, it's just how I wanted to express myself, like, in a louder way, because I'm one of these opinionated people, anyway, so that type of talk was just up my street. I was like, yes, this is like me. Like, I'm not saying I'm a gangster and I didn't want to be, but I was like, this way of expressing myself is for me. Like, it's the music I grew up listening to from before my mum was teach me full sentences, before I met any friends, because I was listening to Eminem and shit from age 3, Tupac. That wasn't even slang card. Even that was that was very well worded as well. Do you get what I'm saying? If anything, the music's worse now. Like, but yeah, like it's just, man, just waffling. I forgot what I was chatting about, but yeah, it's just like I was just saying, yeah, so if I see a post that I agree with, I'm going to pick it up and say, try and elaborate a bit more. How did I feel on watching it? Instead of like, people like, yes, you go, girl, for something that's degrading. Whereas me, how did I really feel about the information I processed? Then I'll say it. Because I'm giving my honest opinion. If it's positive, if it's negative, cool, but you done it to try to be the least, like, less disrespectful, the least possible way, or not disrespectful at all, which I try and praise myself for, because before I'd have said nah. Like, it would have been disrespectful. I'm being honest. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, the point was I wasn't taught how to voice my opinion the right way, and in a structured, more literate way, should I say? So I'm not saying, yeah, I'm well spoken in terms of I done face-to-face customer service. Like, I can kind of like get my point across quite well, to the point where I could speak street, and people that are not street could still understand what I'm saying, and some people that are street, unless our accents are completely off and our talks are completely off, almost everyone can understand what I'm saying. This is what the government don't want. This is why I get shadow banned more. I'm not saying I'm more important than the other people, but they know that my message will hit hard when it hits the masses. I'm not trying to make people feel low.